podcast of the year. What's happening? Live in the wreck.
What's going on, people?
We dive in quick. We don't do no ads.
We ain't got to do nothing. Let's go talk about it, man. What we talking about that Shedeur?
Dive in quick. That's a
Let's-
story.
Let's get it. What he doing? How he look?
Oh, you want me to tell you? I tell you. Since you gonna
I tell you, how he look. You look bad. Look real bad. Got to do better than that, Shedeur. I expected more. I expected more.
Okay, you go first. Go ahead then. Go dive in.
Okay, so last week we talked about Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel, the coach. They finally got Shedeur in the game. The real quarterback, the primary quarterback, first string, he got an injury, concussion. Shedeur got in the game. No practice reps with the first string. He did the best he could. He threw a pick. He tried to come back there at the end. Didn't happen. He's going to start this Sunday against the Raiders. So,
Yes, sir.
best of all luck for Shedeur. He's going to get all the reps in practice this week. So, I think he's going to do a lot better, but I don't want to hear no more excuses. He's going to get in there. He got to do his thing. So, Shedeur, you're getting your chance. Time to ball, baby. Time to ball.
So, all in all, how you think he did last week and what you expect this week? I play the Raiders.
I expect the defense definitely to know his tendencies. So it's gonna be a little bit of book out on him. But as far as I expect the Cleveland to look a lot better on offense as well. Longest defense, it don't be with that board job. It's all on the coach. If the coach open it up for Shedeur, because I'm not gonna go back on what I said last week where I said I feel like it's something personal there with Shedeur. So if
Okay.
he opened up the playbook right for Shedeur and called the right plays, I think the offense is gonna look a lot better. They run the ball and let Shedeur do the play action like he did in Colorado. They're gonna be a little bit more successful, and they got the defense. I think they're definitely gonna win the game. They're definitely gonna beat the Raiders. But it is a book out on him, and he definitely got to play a lot better. I think he is with taking the reps with the first string. So we're gonna see. I got the Browns this week in that game.
You got a Brown. Okay. Well, we got one thing in common. You
What's
remember
that?
Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown? We got something in common. That's an old school. I got the Browns on this, and they playing the Raiders. You know,
Terrible, yes.
one time for Cali. Now, how I think he did last week, he ain't do that good, but there's a caveat. You know, if you don't ask grades, you know, I give him a D plus or a C minus. It depends if what type of teacher I want to be.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I could put. I mean, I try to always look at stuff from different aspects because no matter what it is, just because they're athletes and singles, they still got to practice their craft and be prepared. When you see big up Beyonce or whoever you see them out there doing that stuff, they practice that. And they manage to put them in position to look good. You heard? So no doubt he was put in a predicament to look bad or not look good.
Yeah.
Same. You know, in South Korea they say same thing. So he wasn't put in a position, but at the same time, you also can play devil's advocate and say, hey, well, you got to be ready. Be ready as you could be.
Yeah.
I tell you, okay, you guys who say you got to be ready, let's say you are my backup for flight, and I call off. I want you to fly that plane. Okay, then. So it's different. It's levels to this. So, all in all, I think he did what he could do with no reps. But the thing is, and I think the real reason you guys really want to know, all you ladies want to know, all you fellas want to know, I'm going to tell you, the real reason they started him, you know why? Because can't nobody say nothing. You can't even judge him. Why? Because you threw him in the fire. Everybody know.
Oh, he's gonna get judged.
No, you can't give him a fair judgment because he didn't get a full opportunity. He didn't get a full week of practice. Cause I mean,
We can give him a fair.
excuse me,
You
time. No, you can't because he didn't get a full week of practice.
So
some
practice,
people-
he didn't practice with the first string. He practiced. He just didn't practice with the first string.
Right. So he didn't. You know what I'm saying? He didn't practice with the team he played with.
But it's other backup quarterbacks who came and said, "Hey, I went months without practicing with the first string."
Oh,
from the different backup quarterbacks that came out.
Ain't nobody say that. Ain't nobody say
Dan
that.
Orlovsky from ESPN.
I tell you what, it's always somebody who gonna say, I used to pick oranges off an apple tree.
But this the man who played in the league, bro.
And okay.
For 15 years, that man played in the league.
So
we got to take his expertise for it.
No, I'm talking about people who played in the league who say the opposite. But I'm telling you what I'm seeing. The majority of people say that backups get some reps. So we could do one on that too. But I guarantee you the stats going to show all backups get some reps in the NFL. They ain't going to get
the
some.
The only reason I say he should have got reps is because Gabriel ain't that good. That's the only reason Shedeur should have got reps. There ain't no clear cut number one. But you say you got Tom Brady. Ain't no backups getting going reps with Tom Brady. They don't even know who Tom Brady's backup was when he was in that. Who Steve Young backup was. No, man. Who Cam Newton backup was.
Who Joe Montana backup was.
It was Steve Young.
Okay, then.
You know what I'm saying? Steve Bono. You know what I'm saying? But Joe Montana would get hurt. Remember, Tom Brady didn't even let his backup get in the game when they was blowing him out. Tom Brady took the knees all the way into the fourth quarter. He never let his backup get in the game.
Tom Brady different. Some people call Tom Brady the GOAT, but that's a different.
He is a GOAT.
Okay, okay then. So you can't compare everybody to.
I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying that it ain't no guarantee that the backup should get reps with the first string.
Okay, I agree with that. We ain't gonna talk about guarantee because there's no guarantee, but we're gonna talk about it. What's normal?
Yeah, what's normal if, like you said, Dillon Gabriel is not that good. Him and Shedeur should have been splitting reps. Anything can happen.
No, they ain't got to split them, but he shouldn't. Listen.
He should have been splitting reps.
No,
Dillon Gabriel, trash.
No, it ain't splitting. The starters should get more reps because they the one start. But what I'm saying is, our offensive lineman, what I heard today, offensive lineman, this was the offensive lineman.
He didn't even know Shedeur Katie.
But listen, let me tell you what he said that struck me, because we don't get to hear offensive linemen talk.
Yeah.
So this is the first out of all the reflections you heard, all the reflections I heard, we never heard offensive lineman. What the offensive lineman said was he was explaining stuff that we never thought of. He could we be doing stuff on the line where we may see a protection scheme and we don't know its cadence. So we say, even though it's wrong, it's just like he was saying, we could figure stuff out, but we know what's going on. So the way he explained it is it messed them up. But either way, you know what I'm saying, it's good for the coach when you got a quarterback that's struggling to at least give the other guy some reps. And he's small, so he ain't built for it tough. You know what I mean? So give Shedeur some reps. But all in all, Shedeur got his chance, and he ain't looked that good, and he wasn't prepared. So that goes back to my point. There's no clear, decisive answer. There's some people who gonna say, he should have been ready, and there's some people gonna say they ain't get a man no rep. So that's why they gotta put him back in.
Oh yeah, no, he gotta start. They gotta get him in there and get him some reps. But sometimes I just feel like that's not always gonna be the case. You're not always gonna be in there and getting reps. You just gotta make the best of your opportunity when you get it. You know what I'm saying? So I think Shedeur,
you can, but everybody know
you're gonna get thrown in there. If some people they call off the couch the next week and say, "Hey man, come in there." What they did to Joe Flacco with the Bengals with the Browns last year. You know what I'm saying?
The Ravens. What I told you, hey, do not put him in against the Ravens because it ain't a good team. The Ravens got they known as a solid defensive team.
They was in that game. They could have won it. If Stefanski would have been getting Shedeur reps.
Mm-hmm.
At least the minimum 30%, because Dillon Gabriel was not playing good. So it ain't like you would got Patrick Mahomes there, you know what I'm saying, taking 99% of the reps. You got Dillon Gabriel taking 99% of the reps. For what?
I'll tell you what.
That's just telling me you had no plans to play Shedeur the whole season. Or if Dillon Gabriel got hurt, you want to throw Shedeur in there unprepared and make him look bad. You know what I'm saying?
The bottom line, and this going, off the subject, I mean, Kevin just a guy who he picked Gabriel, don't want to prepare Shedeur to be successful. That's why he put him. Everybody could see, either two things was going to happen. One, Gabriel's going to turn around. He's going to be forced, either the owner or somebody. And I can go on and on about Flacco being traded because he was traded for a reason. And Kevin say he had nothing to do with it. He was blindsided. So that means the upper echelon say we gonna trade this guy. So it's either two things gonna happen. Either he had full confidence that Gabriel was gonna show out, or he was gonna be forced to put Shedeur in. So me as a coach, if I'm thinking, I gotta at least get this guy ready. Let me give him some reps so if something happened, because sooner or later, let me tell you, one thing that wasn't gonna happen if he didn't get hurt and don't nobody see the injury, don't nobody notice injury. It could be an injury that never happened. But let me tell you this: there's no way he was gonna keep going the whole season stinking it up without somebody saying, "Hey, put him in." So, but I mean, what? But next week, what I expect Shedeur to do his thing.
Yeah.
And what he got to remember is he ain't got to go out there and show out because the ceiling is not that high. But that's what it means. Shedeur, if you listen up. You ain't got to show out. Your ceiling is not that high. The guy you replacing is down here. He the worst. Quarterback as far as stats. This year in the Cleveland offense is one of the worst in a long time. So all you got to do is go out there and don't mess it up, and you're going to win. And then guess what? The team going to be confident, and the defense going to play better because they feel it's a new, fresh breath of air. And if the coach was more concerned with the team winning and the team culture, he would have did that anyway. Said, man, let me put this guy in. And I'm still waiting on the injury. Where did the injury happen? Did it happen in practice? Did somebody bam him on the head?
No, he got hurt during the game. Dylan Gabriel got hurt during the game, concussion during the game. He in concussion protocol. So but NFL mandate that. He didn't pass it.
No,
so,
my thing is nobody shows the hit.
Nobody care about the hit.
It might not be a hit. That's what I'm getting at. They said what he want. He say he was trash. I'm gonna throw shit.
I ain't watched the game.
So okay, let me ask you, where the last concussion? And I know I'm a Dolphins fan. Where the last concussion that don't nobody know where it come from?
I don't know. All I know, it don't
get suspicious.
I'm gonna tell you what thing. People don't care because they don't care what it was because they just glad he out the game so Shedeur can get in there. They can say he got a toe injury. They don't care. They want him out the game. That's why ain't nobody questioning nothing about no injury.
No, they ain't questioning, but I'm telling you, something ain't right about it. I can't remember the last concussion where don't nobody know where it happened. Man. So maybe I can say because there's no proof of a concussion.
I ain't see the game.
I seen the game, but I
saw Shedeur in there. I saw Shedeur in there. That one I'm starting to watch. I ain't watching no Dylan Gabriel. Excuse my friend.
I saw some of the games. I saw the highlights. Still today, nobody can pick out where he got hit in the game that caused a concussion. So maybe it'll come out, but I have not seen the hit that.
Now he could have. The coach got a concussion. That's who got a damn concussion.
He said I'm gonna put Shedeur in. I'm gonna think of something. Maybe the owner say, man, you gonna put him in. I don't care if you say his toe hurt. You better think of something.
Nah, they ain't keeping Gabriel quiet on that bull job. Not with sending him concussion protocol and all that. Got to going through all them tests and stuff. Nah, he ain't hiding that. He it's something medically wrong with him. Good thing is though, Shedeur in there, no matter how it is, he in there against a trash team. Let's point it out. The Raiders is more trash than the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Only
I don't know about that. I ain't sure. We're gonna see Sunday.
We're going to see Sunday. Only thing trash about the Browns now is their offensive line. It's trash. They try to make excuses, talking about they ain't know the cadence of that. Man, y'all was not blocking, bro. The man in front of you, block him. Y'all let Shedeur get killed. Oh, we couldn't hit the cadence. We didn't know the protection. Man, block. It ain't that hard. Y'all was doing the same thing to Dan Gabriel. That's why he out there concussed. No, bro, don't try to give me that excuse. Block. I want to see y'all block better for Shedeur.
The whole offense trash. If I was a defensive coordinator, if I got a quarterback that can't throw, like I know I could see 80, 90% of the pass is gonna be 5-10. I play cover 2 all day or jam man.
Yeah.
And
they were blitzing. You see how it started off? Shedeur, like, come on, man. Hey, pick it up.
But no, okay.
Run it back in.
I'm glad you brought that up. And let me tell you, and listen to Harbaugh, he tell you he's a wise coach. He's a Hall of Famer coach. So he say, this guy, I know you got something against him. I know you haven't prepared. So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna make it hot. Now listen to this, and I guarantee you agree to this. If you're a quarterback and they tearing you up, you have to know your plays. You have to know your hot route. You have to know the playbook.
Yeah.
Because you got to get it out there. Cause you know he come this
So he
way,
didn't
I go
know
that
that
way.
playbook.
He come that way, I go. He ain't know nothing. Even
His fault then.
no. Okay, let me correct that. Not the playbook, but you have to know your personnel. You got to be like. Even the lineman was saying, he was like, man, it's certain stuff I couldn't do because I don't know his cadence. And you know what I mean?
I ain't trying to hear no excuse from the linemen. They terrible. They put Myles Garrett on the offensive line. Let him block. And then he the only one out there balling for the brand. I mean,
And he balling like a dog.
yeah, boy, brought the Myles Garrett, man. That's the only one out there I want to hear talk right now for the Browns. Everybody else be quiet.
Yeah. They got the running back doing decent. They got, what's the one receiver name? They got one receiver doing decent.
Judy.
Yeah, Judy.
Miami, yeah.
Yeah, he doing decent. I mean, this the thing is, I don't care who you is. The NFL's a copycat league. If somebody can say, hey, this person can only do this, I don't care if you can only throw 50 yards, but you can't throw a slant. They gonna say, man, put everybody close and make him throw deep. So it's already out. Even if let's say, we don't hope this, but let's say Shedeur ball. Gabriel coming, he's not gonna be successful because the NFL the playbook is already out for him. They already know he can't. He's not confident. I don't know. They say I don't know what reason, but he do not press the defense. You have to, even Tua. I'm a Miami fan. They say Tua don't got on, but you try, you gonna see something.
Man,
you come too close, you gonna see something.
Man, Gabriel is a poor man's Tua.
Nah, don't do my dog like that.
Who you your dog?
Don't do Tua like that.
Tua
don't do Tua like
average
that.
quarterback.
Don't do
Tua
Tua like
that. Average quarterback.
We ain't gonna put
Tua.
We ain't gonna put Tua and Gabriel in the same.
I didn't put them in the same sentence. I said Dylan Gabriel is a poor man's Tua Tagovailoa. He's a poor man's Tua Tagovailoa.
No,
They both ain't that mobile.
Nah.
Gabriel's a little bit more mobile.
Nah, first of all,
ain't got no arm.
First of all, Tua got hurt in college and he had a hurt hip injury.
You live in the league, you live by it.
No, but they signed him. That ain't his fault.
In the league,
that's why he's slow. This dude ain't got no injury. He just slow. Period.
Gabriel way faster than Tua.
Why? I can't see it.
He way faster than Tua. I ain't saying he athletic.
I don't know what
line speed. He faster than Tua.
I can't see. I don't see him do nothing. But either way,
man, Tua average.
Either way, Tua.
I'll trade Tua for Gabriel right now. Give him that contract.
I tell you what, Tua done. Tua have been in the MVP race before. Gabe would never do it.
It's 100 quarterbacks in the MVP race.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. Since you trying to look like you trying to put him in the same book, I'm gonna tell you the difference. And another thing that Tua
overrated.
Tua low rated, not
overrated, overpaid, whatever you want.
He is overpaid. I agree with that. But if you talking about this guy, he had never started getting his whole life.
Yeah, but I'd rather have him at the Dolphins, so at least we can draft the quarterback next year. We stuck with Tua for 5 years.
Nah, Tua ain't gonna be back. It's a clause. He ain't gonna be back.
Yeah,
either way,
they gotta do.
Don't nobody want game no more. He'll never start again.
He might not, but at least it's easy to get rid of him. If the Dolphins dump Tua, look at all that cap hit they're gonna get. That's why they trading all them people.
If I spend $40,000 on the cash on a raggedy car, it's done. That's what they did with
they spent $100 million on this raggedy car.
But as bad as that car is, this guy did it. Let me tell you the big difference. And then we're gonna end this one. Tua did enough to make Dolphins management.
He did it. Yeah,
to give him that contract.
Enough.
Guess what? Gabriel would never ever. This is my prediction.
You're right.
I could be wrong. He would never even do enough.
I agree with you.
Or be high enough in stats to even.
I agree with you. But look how Tua looked before he got Tyreek Hill and Waddle and that offensive coach.
I agree. I agree.
Once the NFL figured out they coach, Dolphins coach McDaniel. And once they figured out Tua and Tyreek Hill started getting hurt, it's over for him.
It's a lot of stuff with Miami. It ain't just Tua, but Tua is one of the problems. But that's that's another note.
The NFL stands for not for long.
Most definitely. Hey, but be sure for shiggity.
Yes, sir.
to like and subscribe. We on Facebook. We on YouTube.
Yes.
Instagram. You know,
On
we got
all
a
the-
lot. We got a lot of likes. Come on in, subscribe,
Definitely like and subscribe.
and we got more and more flavor. It's gonna pick up more and more. We talking about talk show of the year. We talking about podcast of the year. We talking about talk of the year.
Let's get it as you were.
R.I.P.